Hey guys, this is Ty. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about JRNY Club, as of course my favorite NFT project. But I've been putting some more money in them, dollar cost averaging over the past, 2 years actually. But I'm going to tell you why that is, and as other NFT projects might look a little bit better or have a little more hype behind them, I'm going to compare and contrast a couple of them with JRNY Club and explain why, I still haven't decided to put myself in with those projects, and I've just remained consistent and increased my position with JRNY Club. So maybe that'll be useful, a little compare and contrast. So just JRNY Club on a whole right now. This is viewing them on OpenSea Pro. The current floor price is 0.35 ETH, which I think is around $600, something like that. Over the past few weeks, they've had pretty good support around 0.2, 0.25 Ethereum, which is, that's good news because some big names have continued to, drop, some significantly over the past several weeks. And so JRNY Club has remained consistent, although still down significantly from the 2021 period. But that being said, JRNY Club's volume has kind of been low consistently, and we'll talk a little bit about that here. And that's good, but also can be bad at the same time. So, anyways, let's get on to their website. So, JRNY Club just launched a new primary website just a couple weeks ago, which, in my opinion, is pretty massive because when I went to look at these other projects to decide if I, should maybe put some money there, the first place I went is to their main website, and that's kind of where I found my best source of information. And so, JRNY Club not even having a main website up until a few weeks ago, I could understand some people would go to look at JRNY Club and say, well, I don't know what to do. They don't even have a website. So, but now they do have a website, and so I feel comfortable doing this compare and contrast and things like that. So their new website, looks cool. They got the 3D pass, a little bit of lore here and there, some futuristic science fiction type stuff is very on point for JRNY Club. There's some fact right on the main page. Some information about what they're working on. So the PFPs as a pretty hot item, and they'll be coming soon. The Las Vegas Gallery has also turned out pretty spectacular, so that's a big deal. JRNY Collective and things like that. So we'll come back to the website in a little bit, but JRNY Club now has a website. You can find some information. And then I guess a little bit, if you go to this ecosystem tab, we're going to talk a little bit about each one of these items in our compare and contrast. So you got the membership platform, the Stardust store, Ignis Orbis, which I believe is having a name change soon. That's an NFT tools platform. Planet Zolo is its own NFT project with its own lore. But the thing I'll talk about here is the computer video game. Blocknews.com. It's a crypto NFT news website, some other news. JRNY Collective is for artists. The JRNY Gallery is in real life Vegas gallery. It's a pretty big deal. And coming soon, there's definitely some stuff that's already been mentioned. Not quite on the website yet, but that is in the works. So let's get to our first compare and contrast. So I'm going to spend a few, this would be 3.11 ETH. Why would I decide to put 3.11 ETH and buy approximately, 9 JRNY Club passes instead of 1 DeGods? Well, they're good, they're popular, but when I went to their website, I'm going to be quick. I'm not going to go through the whole website on each one of these, but what I found, the main sort of utility or interest to an investor at the top for me personally was this staking thing. And so the way that they've initiated their staking is by owning a DeGods NFT. You can earn, I don't know if it's a crypto or an internal point system, whatever, but you can earn these by being an NFT holder and staking them. And then with those points or tokens, you can go get prizes. And so JRNY Club actually also has this same system integrated. They have one called Stardust, and right now it's a little bit of the early version still, but in Discord, you can claim your roles for your NFTs and you can earn Stardust, and you can come into here, this Stardust store, and buy, NFTs. Typically, sometimes there's gift cards. I think there's been a couple e-gift cards, but mostly it's NFT type stuff that you can buy. But DeGods, one thing that they had with theirs is they got some brands behind it, some brand recognition. One of their prizes was a Tesla, and it was being sponsored by Kraken, which is a pretty big crypto exchange, also stepping up their game in the NFT space. And so you get companies like Kraken that are sponsoring Teslas for the giveaways. And there was another, few cool items. I guess there were some Apple computers, which, I personally wouldn't use my crypto rewards for any of that. And it's not really about the prize, but it's about the fact that the team was able to, reach out and get some names behind them. And people like to hear names that they're familiar with, and they like to see the flash, and that kind of draws them in. So that's a little bit of an appeal for DeGods. However, when I looked deeper into DeGods, I couldn't find anything else, except for some cool art, which most of these have cool art. So that's kind of irrelevant. But that was it for DeGods. And then you go to JRNY Club, and within the next few months, I think Q4 on their main website, we'll go back to that. Up here at the top, we're going to have a kind of a Web3 dashboard as well, where you're going to be able to connect your wallet and soft stake your NFTs, whether it be your Zolo NFTs or JRNY NFTs, and you're going to earn Stardust that way. And there's going to be bounties, there's going to be quests, and then the Stardust store, will consistently improve. Plus, the JRNY Club is working on a kind of a in real life item store on Shopify, and so you're going to be able to use your Stardust for items there, and Stardust will be integrated, much deeper as it continues. And so, apples to apples, DeGods has a staking platform. Well, so does JRNY Club. It's maybe not quite as popular yet, but it's just a piece of what JRNY Club does. When I look at DeGods, it seems like it's actually kind of the only thing that they really do. And so in that sense, I would definitely go with JRNY Club as an investment. And then we come look at another one. This one's been really popular lately. It's called Pudgy Penguins. They just got their plushies and toys and stuff like that listed at Walmart, which is massive. It's interesting because Walmart's not really a place you would associate luxury brands, and so Pudgy Penguins has decided that they're going to go, obviously for cheaper items and try to move more volume than they are, fewer items at a higher price. But getting affiliated with Walmart, that's no small feat, and that's a big deal. So I'm like, maybe I should buy a Pudgy Penguins, which is 5.3 ETH right now. They've been on a roll because of that. So I went to their website and I look, and they got some cute artwork. It's very kid friendly and that kind of stuff. And who wouldn't like these little guys? But a little bit of lag on their site. Anyways, and then so I go here, their menu and blah blah blah. But the biggest thing they have is they have this shop. And so I go to their shop. Sorry about that. And they've got plushies. These are some of the Walmart items, I think. Not exact ones because they're not that expensive, but they have clothes for people. I saw on one screen they had like some models wearing hoodies and t-shirts and whatever. And so it became apparent to me that Pudgy Penguins, they do merch. And so as cool as that is, that's all they have in terms of what I can find is merchandise. And so then I go to JRNY Club side, and they're working on a store. They're about to, I hate to say it, but at some point release these metaverse boxes. They're going to have 10,000 wearable items that are going to be both metaverse capable, and you can claim them in real life. They're working on that Shopify store. I know Tony, the owner, founder of JRNY Club, had been doing some warehouse investigations in the Las Vegas area where JRNY Club's kind of based out of, and they were talking about some warehouses for merchandise shipping and things like that. So there's, behind the scenes, a pretty significant operation into getting JRNY Club merchandise up and running. And so then I come back to, Pudgy Penguins, yeah, they had the talent, they had the ability to acquire Walmart and get their name out there and stuff, which is a huge component. But if I come back to the nuts and bolts of them, they have merchandise, and that is essentially it. Where JRNY Club, has a little bit of merchandise, but is definitely putting a big foot forward in merchandising. And yet that is just a small piece of what JRNY Club does, when that is, the entirety of what Pudgy Penguins is. And so therefore, I think there's more opportunity there in JRNY Club, because if merchandise doesn't work out for these guys, they're hosed. If it doesn't work out for JRNY Club, they have several other things that they can fall back on. And then I get into projects like Azuki, for example. They had a rough few months because they kind of upset their investors understandably so. But they were around 15 ETH a couple months ago, but they're still holding on to 4.189 ETH. I go to their website. So anyways, we get in here to Azuki's website. They've got some cool art. They've got a gallery that you can view your NFTs at. They've got a world with, a little bit of lore, but you can't actually do anything with it. So it's a cool visual. You can observe your NFTs. You can look at some cool, artwork, this kind of thing. But essentially, you really can't do anything beyond that. So I could have come in here and bought an Azuki because they've got cool artwork, but that's pretty much all they do. Or I could buy JRNY Club, which continues to work on artwork, is about to launch their profile picture. They have several advisors already on board to assist with that. They've gotten community feedback on the profile pictures, artwork. They have the art gallery. They have the JRNY Collective that's going to, help them in the art world. And so, why would I buy Azuki, who just does the art, apparently, while JRNY Club is putting a big effort into art? But again, that's just a little small piece of what they do. And then, you come into this. So this is Battle for Zolo. It's a computer video game for JRNY Club. I think it's going to come on mobile devices. It's going to be on Epic Games, which is a popular game host platform, if you will. And there's some other projects like Imposters, I think, and My Pet Hooligans is a good project. And these guys have they have games that I think, for sure with My Pet Hooligans, and I think maybe Imposters too, have already gotten on to Epic Games, and so they're a little bit farther ahead. But from what I can find, that's kind of mostly what they do. Whereas JRNY Club has this game, it's pretty fun, it's pretty sweet, it needs a little refinement, but tournaments are going to be coming, and the Epic Games and the mobile game possibly, and all this stuff. And so again, why would I go invest in one of these other projects that's their main focus when I come into JRNY Club and they also do it, and it's just another little piece of everything that they do. And so that's kind of the picture that builds up. I don't really even have an NFT project to compare to the Ignis Orbis tools of JRNY Club that they're working on. I've been working on it for a long time, but hopefully that comes out in full swing by the end of the year, I believe. But that's financial technology, which is a massive industry, and they're going to have this NFT, financial tools system as just another piece of what JRNY Club does versus, other projects if they had that might be the entirety of what they do. We look at blocknews.com, which is JRNY Club's, crypto and news platform. And again, that's the potential to be, massive for exposure and partnering and stuff like this. And it's just another piece of what JRNY Club does, whereas, entire companies are dedicated to doing just that. Here's a little bit, this kind of gets me into the point. So JRNY Club is just, they're killing it. There's, they're a little behind in some areas. They're a little bit ahead in some areas, but overall, they're smashing it on the development side, in my opinion. But, why are they, so much, why are they unseen compared to these other ones if they're doing so much more? And that's kind of a big question, Pudgy Penguins got Walmart, Bored Ape Yacht Club partnered with companies like Gucci, and there's other companies that are able to do so much more with less and get that brand recognition and that awareness, and that's a huge deal. It's not quite as important for me as an investor as the development side, but at some point it becomes extremely important. And so JRNY Club, we're waiting for them to do that. They have plenty of tools in place to achieve that. Why that hasn't happened on such a level yet, or what is it going to take, that kind of stuff is unknown. But when it does happen, if you believe it will, they have a lot more to stand on than all these other projects. And so it could be very quick to the upside. But like Solidity.io, this is a pretty cool one. It's a development company, blockchain sort of technology, if you will. And they wrote a good blog. And these are the guys that are creating they're helping with the blockchain development of the profile picture, so that omni-chain PFP, the staking dashboard, the Stardust 2.0 system, and things like that, the Web3 integration onto the new website. And so they talk a little bit about that here, and that's good to see. Solidity.io, while people outside of the crypto space probably haven't heard of them, that's a good name to support us. We got some cool advisors. Orangie's Crypto Gamer, and he's on board, and a couple of others. So it's en route, and I think it's strategic, and it's coming. And in due time, we'll have ours too. But these profile pictures are in the works, which is pretty sweet. They just reviewed a 1 of 1 the other day on Twitter and in Discord. It's the Fire Lord guy. Looks super awesome. And so these profile pictures are going to be dope, which is just another thing that JRNY has been, a little bit behind on. I don't even want to say behind, because while everybody just launched theirs and said accept it, JRNY Club had time to, observe what worked and what didn't for other projects, and take their time and, use community input to then put out this profile picture that it's not going to be any surprise when it comes out, like, oh, do people love it or hate it? But because they, took their time and took these steps, it should come out and be a pretty big success right out of the gate. So anyways, in short, that's why I continue to buy JRNY Club, because they do more or less, what everybody else does, but then they continue to do, everything else. So I don't know. It's just been hard for me to, when I have a little bit of money to invest in an NFT, to not put it here rather than put it into one of these other projects that just does a piece of what JRNY Club does. So that's my rundown on that. And then a little bit about Bitcoin and stuff at the moment. So right now, Bitcoin's been trying to break through 28K for a few days. I think it's going to successfully, and I think it's just going to continue to run. So this year was kind of coming out of the mud in global markets. Some are down in the mud still, but the inflation picture, the Fed rates, if they even hike one more, there might be one more, there might be no more. But regardless, in my opinion, the economic picture for equities and for risk assets has progressed this year nicely, and will continue to exponentially increase as we continue out actually through the next couple of years, in my opinion. So opportunity to get things at rock bottom, in my opinion, will end before you know it. So do what you want to do with that. But I foresee big green candles as we continue into 2024 and 2025. So guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.